Yo, what up, Wolfpack? This the Blind Wolf, and we back at it. I'd like to thank everybody that subscribe, like, share, comment on these videos. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All right, come on, Wolfpack, let's go on this journey. Y'all know I lost my eyesight in prison July 7th, 2007, walking to y'all with my homeboy. Well, I met up with some dudes in there also that I started doing a little business with, and we started to build our own little bond. And, you know, having each other's back was like a main priority, you know, because in prison is a dangerous place. You never know what can happen. All right, we ain't getting ready to go too far into that. One of my homeboys is actually coming into the joint at this time, and he get to walking down the track. He walking, coming towards where me and another one of my homeboys is sitting. But the rest of the, well, I ain't gonna say the rest of them because dudes is spread out, but we had a few dudes that we really rocked with like that and was doing business with right near where we were. And like I said, I ain't in no gang and I ain't got no like territory and all that type of stuff. But we had a little specific spot where we all sat at, and it really wasn't no issues with none of this. So make a long story short, my man walking up the track, he coming towards me, he hollering my name out, Red Stokes. So when he screamed my name out, I lift my head up because I know the voice. Now, when he and I met, he was a young boy, and I was one of the first people to actually like put him on, you know what I mean? And this on the street, put him on, and we sold a lot of grass together. I mean, a lot of grass. This boy used to get busy with his packs that I would bring out there for him. And I had my own little thing rocking and rolling too, but he was a great asset. And like I said, this was my little man. So when he come into the penitentiary and he screamed my name out by me being around him for so many years, every day, talking to him multiple times a day, I know his voice offhand. So like I said, when he screamed my name out, Red Stoke, and he's walking towards me, I lift my head up and I'm thinking to myself, Beatty. So as I'm saying this, my other homeboys, they surrounded him like a pack of wolves, and they got them knives with them Bethlehams. They getting ready to poke him up, and they got them locks. So they getting ready to do damage to him because they don't know what his intentions are. But the whole time, he just being cool, but he sound aggressive because he got a real scraggly voice, and he was walking directly towards me. So they getting ready to go at him. So I had to hurry up and jump up like, oh, is that BDB? So he like, yeah, this BD. So I'm like, no, y'all chill, that's my man. Excuse me. That's my man. Chill. So they like, you good? You sure you good? So I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I'm good, man. This is my people's, man. So he come on over there, we get to talk, whatever. And I had to kind of like introduce him to my little homeboys and stuff like this, my man. But at the end of the day, they didn't do nothing to him. But I just say that to say, you know, when I lost my eyesight in prison, at one point or another, I thought that this was like getting to be the worst situation in the world for me, because like if somebody did want to just run up on me, they got a easy target, because I can't see you coming towards me. But by me making moves in the penitentiary and being the dude that I was before I went into the penitentiary, and I got a few dudes actually eating with me, they not getting ready to let that stop just off the rip. Now, this is not something that happens for everybody. This is something that happens for a select few, because everybody can't get a consistent supply of dope. Everybody can't get a consistent supply of marijuana. Everybody can't get a consistent supply of tobacco. And I didn't have no whole lot coming in there, but I had enough, and I had a smart little team of dudes, and we was working together. We put our money together, and we made some things happen as a team. And that's one of the things that I can say that I do appreciate that I had when I was in prison. I had some dudes that had loyalty and honor on their mind. So we studied together, we worked out together, we ate together, we built bonds together that made us more or less like family. And when it came down to it, we would go to war with anybody together. So Once again, like I said in my last video, I miss all my brothers that I don't see no more, ain't around no more, but I'm grateful, and my heart will never forget the camaraderie, the loyalty, the honor that I felt when I was around y'all. And that's not just my brothers that I was with out in Hagerstown. That's the brothers that I was with over the pen, and the few times that I went on like medical transfers and I got to know people here and there. You know, you start to build bonds, and then these bonds turn into something much greater over time. And you'll come to find out when you at the lowest of the low, you don't have nothing, the next person don't have nothing like that. Camaraderie is something that it kind of like just start coming out of your pores, if it's in you. If it's in you. Because the real you is definitely going to be shown when you're in them penitentiary walls. If you are loyal, people going to know that. If you a snake, people going to know that. So make a choice in your mind on who you want to be, because everything is about perspective. The philosopher Epictetus said, people are not disturbed from things, but the view they take of them. So don't let people have a view of you to be a person that's problematic. Somebody that's always into something. Don't let that be the view that people take of you, because you may be just doing what you have to do. But at the end of the day, this is how people gonna see you, so they're gonna judge you off of your actions. Stand up, be loyal, be honor-filled. Show love to your people. Don't ever turn your back on them. Stay up, stay strong. And remember, y'all getting this from the Blind Wolf. I ain't gonna let y'all just run down on my homeboy neither, so ain't no chopping that up. Nah, y'all keep them 5 P's in mind. Proper planning prevents poor performance. If I'd have stayed my butt from out of prison, if I'd have stayed my butt from out of, trouble on the street, I wouldn't have had to run and save my homeboy from my other homeboys getting ready to do something to him, because the life that you gotta live when you inside them penitentiary walls, it's not the safest place in the world. It's not the most savory place to be. So stay at home with your family. Do what you got to do to prosper and succeed and be the best you that you can be. And y'all getting this straight from the heart of the Blind Wolf. And remember, my man Marcus Aurelius say, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Have some happy thoughts. Make some big moves for yourself. And don't never, ever, ever give up, because you the only one that got to live in your skin. Keep pushing forward. Big love. Wolf.